You're watching Focus on South Florida.
That is just a taste of the Nu Deco Ensemble, a made-in-Miami, genre-bending musical experience mixing traditional classical music with modern artists spanning every musical taste you can imagine. You have to hear it to understand.
It's giving me a heart attack, don't let me lose my soul now.
Take music and styles that exist already that you don't normally see within the orchestra context. Bring them together in a very sophisticated, high-level quality way and create a whole new holistic sound that speaks to society today, that's relevant today, that makes a unique energy that represents who we are now, not some perceived alternate future, not even the past.
If you want it, it's yours. If you need it.
Nu Deco Ensemble mixes modern artists and classically trained orchestral musicians coming together for something otherworldly.
Nothing is considered to be better or more well composed or more complex than anything else. And that's my favorite part about it, because I'm a classical musician, but I love all kinds of music. So I'm working with artists here that I never dreamed I would work with, whose music I've known for years.
Bass clarinetist Zach Menzie has performed a lot, but this is different. A 31-piece ensemble collaborating to create genre-bending, cutting-edge sound.
I'm a classically trained musician, had a very typical upbringing, played a lot of orchestral music, and where Nu Deco is different is that we're kind of putting all kinds of music on the same pedestal, whereas normally classical music is kind of put up in this ivory tower to exist on its own.
Jacomo Bairos is co-founder and artistic director. He conducts the music, and he's very much a Miamian, bringing the flair of the Magic City to the stage in a way only a Miamian could. He loves his city, and he wants audiences to leave loving it too.
What we want to do is represent not only our community in Miami on the world stage, but represent the diversity of this community. It's such a unique mix of people and cultures and music and energy, and we want to represent that with our performances. There's been an incredible cultural revolution going on in Miami for the last 10 or so years.
Take your promises, they roll. On this day, singer Kimbra is lending her energies. Nu Deco has also recently collaborated with Ben Folds and Tune-Yard, the orchestra literally working with and around the guest artist's music. Menzie, a former member of the New World Symphony, started playing with the chamber orchestra last summer in pieces that incorporate pop, rock, hip-hop,
I just say just what I mean, and baby, it's yours.
And everything in between.
And the very first thing I did was an album recording with them in June of last year, which is kind of crazy because I'd never played with them, and all of a sudden we were in a studio for 6 hours a day playing together. But walking in with this group of musicians was just such a pleasure because everyone's so talented and really, really hardworking, and it's a really nice community.
We're starting to really spread our wings artistically with artists who, don't normally play with orchestras. And so that's what we find really fascinating, is introducing these artists with the ultimate vehicle of expression, which is the orchestra, and combining them in a unique way so that audiences who may love the artists like Macy Gray, who we had in December, get to hear them in a new way, in a new sound, with a new palette behind their vocals or their instruments. And I think that's what's really fascinating, is people hear something they know that's iconic, but in a wholly new, transformed way.
It's hard to define, but easy to love.
I've seen people who have never heard an orchestra who now are kind of more interested in it. So that's been a cool part of this.
After all, their audience is the backbone of who they are.
We want to bring people together. We made this orchestra for our community. It's made in Miami, made in the 305 for Miami. I'm a native. And we wanted to create something that's very compelling for this community, but also very engaging, that brings people together in harmony of music. It's a community thing. We serve our community. We're here to present compelling, transformative art that stirs people's soul, that does something to their lives, that enriches them.